Another look at Old Man Coyote.
Old Man Coyote is his name. For a century he has kept his fame.
Indian nations know him well, for he has many a tale to tell.
He is witty and clever, deceptive and shy. At times it's an act, and he would just sigh.
You'll think you've caught him when he's down and out, but then he disappears and is nowhere about.
He disappears in the mist and turns into smoke. Next thing you know, he's playing a joke.
He'll sneak up on you when you're fast asleep. He sends you dreams that you don't want to keep.
Sometimes these dreams are extremely good, and then some dreams are misunderstood.
He created the earth, so the legend goes. The heaven is his, so he flies like a crow.
Old Man Coyote has always been here. Some laugh at his stories, others feel fear.
Listen to his logic about mankind and nature. Perhaps you will find he is not a bad creature.
This rhyme is over, stories yet to be told. Take heed to his logic as each story unfolds.
Before the Indian nations had a written language, perhaps in the earliest days of the speaking man,
There was oral language, and there were caves and mountain walls on which to draw pictures.
oral history came down through the ages, person to person, tribe to tribe, nation to nation.
When the world was simpler, each Indian nation had a mystical being, usually an animal.
That they used to explain good and evil, why and how things happen, stories with great morals.
Navajos know that Coyote belongs to them.
Shoshone believed the same thing.
Sioux would say we tell the same stories about Iktomi, the spider.
Eskimos added, up in the North County, he is called Crow.
Our modern world sees Coyote as a Gemini. All things could be true, yet all things could be false.
Who knows? You tell us what you think once you hear the story.
Oh, the more you know about me, the more you don't know.
Well, you can tell Coyote has been listening.
I have not only been listening, but I am ready to amaze you with what I know and what I can do.
Oh, Coyote, you are too full of yourself.
Not always. Sometimes I even get fooled, though not often.
Many days ago, the Great Spirit called all the animal people to him.
Come join me. I have news. There will be a new kind of people on the earth, and you must all take names.
What is he talking about?
Some of us have names.
We know who we are. Why do we name names?
New people, not like us.
Oh, we don't understand.
It is true. Some of you do have names, and some of you do not have names. But tomorrow, you will all have new names.
I want a new name. I am sick and tired of being called the trickster and imitator. I want a big name, an important name.
Every one of the animal people thought that Coyote deserved the names he was called. He surely could not be trusted.
The Great Spirit paid no attention to any of the conversation.
Tomorrow morning, you come to my lodge. Whoever comes first will have a choice of any name he or she wants. The next person will have a choice of what has not been chosen yet.
I'll be first. No, me. Second.
I'll be second.
Remember, this name will be yours forever, generation after generation.
The animal people all wanted strong, powerful names. They wanted the new people who were coming to know who they really were. I will take one of the 3 most important names. Grizzly Bear, ruler of the forest. Or Eagle, who rules the sky. Or King Salmon, ruler of the fish people.
I am your friend Fox, but I think you deserve your name. No one else wants it. People just don't like it.
I will be Grizzly Bear, or Eagle, or King Salmon, and nothing else.
You should go home and go to sleep, so you can get up early on the naming day.
That's what you think, Fox. I will stay awake all night, and then I know I will be first.
He walked home in a haughty manner, paying little attention to all of the animal people around him.
I am home wife. Where are our children?
Shh, shh. They are tired from our trip here and have gone to bed.
His wife would be called Mole, the mound digger, on naming day. She was usually very quiet, but she was also very wise.
Oh, go to bed. You need your rest to get up for naming day.
I am not going to bed. Help me bring in wood for the fire so I can stay awake all night. I am going to be the great warrior Grizzly Bear.
Oh, I don't think I can take this. I'm going to bed.
Wait till morning. You will see.
Everyone in the camp was settling down for the night.
Coyote dragged a heavy load of logs to his campsite on an old blanket.
He built a large fire that brightly lit up the campsite.
He sat staring into the fire and became mesmerized. Huge shadows created monsters in the trees and on the sides of the tents.
His head started to jerk. His eyes were closing, and he
Fell asleep.
What? I can't go to sleep.
The answer was to wedge 2 small sticks between his eyelids to keep them open.
Aha. Now I'll stay awake.
So he fell asleep with his eyes wide open.
The sun rose over the mountains, the sky rippling blue and purple and orange. And Coyote slept on and on.
He slept with a big smile on his face because he knew he would be named Grizzly Bear on naming day.
Finally, his wife Mole woke him up. She had not wanted him to get up earlier and have a great name because then he might leave her.
Wake up, wake up. The sun is high in the sky. I thought you had already gone to the Great Spirit's Lodge.
She had told a little white lie, and she smiled as she said it.
Coyote jumped up and went running and tumbling down the hill, pell-mell, into the Great Spirit's Lodge.
I am here, Great Spirit, and I claim the name of Grizzly Bear.
Ha! Too late, my friend. The name went at dawn.
Then I will be Eagle or King Salmon.
Oh, those names are long gone. Every name but the one you have has been taken. You will remain Coyote, the trickster.
But I tried to stay up all night to be here early.
I know. That is why I made you sleep late, so you could have the name that is rightfully yours.
Coyote slumped down on the ground and looked very, very sad indeed.
You will do important work on this earth and in the sky above. Your name will be on the lips of all the new people. Your deeds will be told far and wide.
Coyote didn't quite understand. Thought,
I will be responsible for all the new people? How can that be?
The Great Spirit took a deep breath and explained that the new people did not know the ways of the world, and Coyote would have to teach them.
But,
The Great Spirit explained that Coyote had no choice.
It will not be easy. Sometimes you will do foolish things, and people will laugh at you.
Coyote began to realize that he had important work to do.
The Great Spirit blessed him and gave him 2 very special powers.
You will be able to talk to anything and anyone, and you will be a changeling and become anything you want to be.
The Great Spirit gave him one more magical power, something no other living creature had, the power to come back to life if he died.
Coyote was never humble, but he was in awe of the great gifts he had been given.
I'll go into the world and work. I'll make things right.
What to do first was so important, and yet Coyote was bewildered.
Coyote left his family behind and started walking and pondering.
What to do? What to do?
He walked so fast and talked to himself so much that he got thirsty, so thirsty.
Oh, I see a dam over there, and I must have some water.
And he ran over to the dam.
Wait! Who do you think you are going for our water?
Coyote turned around to see the biggest frog he had ever seen or imagined. Well, he wasn't afraid because he knew he had many powers, but he wasn't quite sure what to do.
I am king of the frog people, Ribbit.
Ribbit, ribbit,
My people now own all the water, Ribbit.
ribbit, ribbit.
You need permission from us to use our water for drinking, or cooking, or washing.
Coyote had forgotten that the greedy frog people had captured all the free water on Earth.
What can you offer me in exchange for a drink of water?
The frog people all gathered around to see what was just going to happen.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
I can give you,
Sometimes Coyote couldn't think as fast as he wanted to think.
The frog people laughed at his stammering.
The Frog King was enjoying his hesitancy and yelled,
Out with it! Are you tongue-tied? You'll never get a drink that way.
Now Coyote gained his composure and put on his thinking cap.
I have the gift of all gifts for you.
Magically, Coyote brought forth an enormous dentalia shell that glistened in the sunlight.
The Frog King was overwhelmed by this wonderful shell, and he wanted it more than anything.
If you give that to me, you may take a very long drink from the dam.
And Coyote had a plan in mind, so he gave the magnificent shell to the king.
I am so thirsty. I will keep my head down a long time. Don't worry, I won't drown.
The Frog Queen, who until now had been silent, just looking and listening, spoke.
You are drinking so much water. Why is your head down there so long?
I am so thirsty.
He replied and went deeper into the water.
Then give us another shell, or something just as precious.
Just give me a few more minutes.
Little did they know that Coyote was digging a hole to weaken the dam.
The queen screamed.
Look, the dam is breaking. Water is going everywhere.
The frog people were so upset.
Ribbit, ribbit,
They had lost
ribbit.
their power over people because now everyone could have water. The water flowed into the streams and rivers and lakes and ponds and creeks and waterfalls and to the ocean.
You have tricked me, Coyote. You have embarrassed me and my people. You took our water and our power.
No one has the right to all the water on the earth. Now everyone is equal and can have the water they need.
Coyote let out a big howl,
Ow!
turned in a circle 3 times, and just disappeared.
The Frog King stamped his foot and croaked.
Ah! Croak, ribbit! Ah!
With each stamp, a part of the beautiful, enormous shell cracked off and became dust.
I looked around. All that was left was a cloud of dust whirling around my feet.
So remember, every time you drink a glass of water or take a bath, I was the one who made this happen for you.